This tip is key to how I got massive hair growth.
Hebrews verse 4 lines 12. God's word is alive and working. It is sharper than the sharpest sword and cuts all the way into us. It cuts deep to the place where the soul and the spirit are joined. God's words cut to the center of our joints and our bones. It judges the thoughts and feelings in our hearts.
Hey my babes, welcome back to my channel. If you're not new here, welcome back. And if you are new, hey, welcome. Hope you stay a long while. Okay, so in today's video, we're gonna talk about how I grew my natural hair long in 1 year. I got into waistline, so that's what we're gonna get into. Everything I did from literally start to beginning. We're gonna get into what I did weekly, daily, very detailed, very long. So stay a while, grab some tea, grab some coffee, grab your little snacks, because it's gonna get good. And if you hear any noise, I have my son with me because he just wants to be in my company. And yeah, he don't want to be with his dad right now. He wants to be with mommy. So he's tired of being with dad. He's with me. So if you do hear some commotion, that's what's going on. Okay, I just want to start off where I was before I got to waistline. So before I got to waistline, my hair was like right here. So like bra strap, mid-back length, kind of like that's where it was. So if I pulled it up to the front, it was like about right here, and then I ended up like right here in 1 year. So that's pretty a good amount of hair growth if you ask me. It was a lot of hair growth for 1 year, and I didn't have to trim that much. Like, I'm gonna tell you how I didn't have to trim a lot of my hair. This tip is key to how I got massive hair growth. Okay guys, so the first thing I did is I braided my hair down for basically a year straight. Like, my hair didn't see sunlight for a year straight. No joke. Like, the only time I really seen my hair was at night time when I was moisturizing and washing. Other than that, it was either on a wig or on a scarf. Like, literally, I did not touch my hair for a year straight. I was itching so many times. I wanted to like play in my hair, just like, you know, straighten it and do all this stuff. Stop it. Okay, so I braided down my hair for 1 year straight. Like, no joke. I didn't see my hair as, oh girl, like, I ain't playing with the hair growth. Like, I'm gonna see some results, okay? And when it comes to growing your hair, you have to be consistent. If you're not consistent and you're not dedicated, then you might as well not even go on no hair growth journey anyways, because this requires consistency and dedication. No joke. Like, this is not a game for the weak. You have to be strong-minded, strong-willed, all that, because hair, like when it comes to the natural hair, especially like coily, curly hair, it's hard for us to retain moisture. It's hard for us to like comb our hair out. So all these things you have to be very tedious with. And in order to like make sure that you're giving your hair what it needs, you need to be dedicated and consistent. Okay, so we're gonna get into why I braid down my hair. So I decided to braid down my hair instead of doing any other protective style because it was the low manipulation. I didn't have to touch my hair, and it left me enough room to kind of see my scalp so I can oil it and like massage my scalp. So that's why I chose braids. You can do whatever method you want, but I decided to go with braids because I felt like it locked in moisture. My hair was more moisturized. Just it locked in the moisture. My hair was just, I didn't have to moisturize my hair for a few days. Or even like a month. Like, that's how long I would go. And you need the right products for this, so make sure you know what products work best for your hair, because that's how it's gonna work. And before you braid it down, make sure your hair is really moisturized, and then you braid it down. So that's one thing I did. I made sure to braid my hair in about 8 to 10 braids, sometimes more, sometimes less. Well, no less than 8 braids, because I need to see enough of my scalp to oil it. So I would oil my scalp, and I didn't like use little nozzles to get in between the braids. Like, I was not playing. I had to make sure my full scalp was covered. So 8 to 10 braids, and then I wore synthetic wigs. I know you're probably like, okay, what do you do after you braid hair? I wore synthetic wigs. So what I did, I got a new wig every month. So on the 3rd week, or like a week before the new month, I would go ahead and get on YouTube, and I'll just binge watch different synthetic wig videos on YouTube, yes. And I would like come down to like top 3 and choose one depending on price, color, availability on Amazon. And then I'll order off of Amazon, I'll get it, and then by the time the new month rolls around, I already have the wig and I can just install it and go and wear it for a month. So I wore each synthetic wig for 1 month straight, and yeah, sometimes I maintained the synthetic wig, sometimes I didn't because it was synthetic. I didn't care, and I didn't care how my hair looked like, and like I really didn't care. My goal was to grow my hair, so I didn't really care to look like aesthetically pleasing outside to the world. I didn't give a damn, and you shouldn't either. I mean, unless that's your goal to like you need your self-care era, because sometimes we do have each like eras where we're just like, okay, this era for the next few months I want to like, you know, get myself right and whatever, and that's okay. But if you really want to grow your hair out and stuff like that and be like on a budget, because I don't, if you know what, me from other videos, you know, I don't like break the bank for any hair care like products or anything hair care. So I wasn't gonna get no like human hair wig every month. It wasn't gonna be me. Okay, I was on a budget and I had to stick to my budget, and I was going to stick to my budget, and I did stick to my budget. Every month for 1 year straight, I had a synthetic wig, and I'm gonna find some pictures and add it. I don't think I took a lot of pictures only because I felt like it was not the cutest, and so I didn't feel the most confident in the pictures, so I didn't take a lot of photos. But yes, I made sure to wear a synthetic wig 1 month. Yes, I bought a synthetic wig. I wore it for a month long, and I switched it out at the first of every month, and I was very consistent. I did not miss a day. I didn't hold wigs longer than I needed to because the fact it's synthetic, it gets tangled really easily. And like I said, I didn't really care. I was like, okay, I have a bigger goal at hand, a big goal in my mind. So I don't care how this appears to the outside world. I may look crazy to people, but listen, the hair growth underneath this wig is crazy. So I don't care. So my routine would be, let me start off like the first month. So I washed my hair, shampooed, I conditioned, I deep conditioned. I sat on the dryer for 30 minutes to like let the deep conditioner really penetrate into my hair shaft. And heat is key. Make sure you add heat into your deep conditioning like routine. Like I just did not go without adding heat into my deep conditioning routine. So that was that. That was a big factor in a lot of this. Like my hair was moisturized and soft throughout the month because I properly deep conditioned my hair and I added heat. That was that. And then I moisturized. I knew what my hair loved as far as products go. I already knew like what my hair liked, like the leave-in, the cream, the oil. I already knew what kind of worked because like I said, I've been natural for a very long time, so I know what products work for my hair and what does not. So as long as you know what you have a good deep conditioning routine, you know what products work really well with your hair, and you're able to keep your hair moisturized, braid it up, you're gonna be really good. Like you already had most of it down packed. So that was that. I made sure to moisturize my hair, and then once I moisturize it, I braid it. I made sure to add extra care and more products to the ends of my hair, and I sealed it in with oil. Like I like slathered a lot of stuff onto my ends to make sure it just never dried up. And I let my hair dry, and then the next morning I'll put my wig on. I don't add my oil the first day because my hair is wet. I don't just like the feeling of like the wetness and oil my scalp. I don't. So what I do is I let my hair completely dry. The next day at nighttime, I will oil my scalp. I'll oil my scalp either, it depends. Sometimes I have every other day. Sometimes I will go the whole complete month. Well, not the complete month. Well, I'll go 3 weeks without oiling my scalp. So I'll oil it like the second day after the wash and stuff like that. Let my hair dry, oil my scalp. That's the only time I wear my wig for 3 weeks straight without oiling it. And then that 4th week, the last week when I'm about to like get ready to take out my hair, so that last full week, for 7 days, I'll oil my scalp, massage it, and do the inversion method. And then by the 7th day, my hair is very oily. It's already dried out in oil. It's already like it's crazy, very frizzy from the like massaging and all this extra stuff. And that last week, especially my wig is looking crazy. At this point, I'm looking crazy for that last week of the month, and I don't mind it because I'm only looking crazy for 1 week. And then after that 1 week, the end of that 7th day, I'll take out my braids, I'll pre-pull, I'll tangle, and do a whole complete wash routine. I'll clarify. Clarifying your hair once a month is a really good like ideal. So it worked out perfectly. Just didn't oil my scalp for 3 weeks. 4th week, go ham, get that extra blood flow to my scalp, get that extra inch, whatever growth I can get, and then I'll wash off. I'll clarify my hair from the products I use. And yes, I'll moisturize my hair, though that doesn't take away from the fact that I do moisturize my hair. So I'll just spray, like I'll put some leave-in in bottle, shake it up, and spray my braids, get my ends, and I put a little bit of oil or some shea butter, whatever. And then I just do the same like routine as if my hair was out. Just moisturize it, leave-in, cream, oil, like that. For either every other day, every 2 days, whatever. I kept my hair moisturized and I did not touch it. Like I didn't take it out to be braided. I didn't do none of that. Kept my hair like that. So if it looked crazy, it looked crazy after a while. I didn't care. Only the last week is when I like massage the oil, make it in there, and then I'll take it out at the end of that week and restart. Wash the hair, shampoo, condition, deep condition, yada yada yada, and then repeat the process, have my hair braided up again. Sometimes I'll switch it up and I'll like massage. I'll put some oil in my scalp and massage it every other day. Like I said, some months I'll have it where I don't like oil for 3 months, and I determined this beforehand. So it's not like a halfway through I'm like, you know what, I don't want to oil my scalp today. I determined as soon as I'm done washing my hair, I'll decide, will you be oiling your scalp every other day this month, or are you going to do 3 weeks out and then 1 week I'll oil my scalp? And I will know that beforehand. I would not just blindly just guess what I want to do for as far as oiling my scalp. No, I knew before putting that wig on my head what I was going to do as far as oiling goes. So you just kind of what I felt for the month. So sometimes I'll alternate it. Sometimes I'll go 2 months where I'll do the 3 week thing, and then last week oil. Sometimes I'll go 2 months straight where I'm able to consistently oil my scalp every other day or every 2 days. So it just kind of depends on how I feel. I did it for 1 whole year straight. And then at nighttime, I'll just take off my wig. Sorry this video is all over the place, guys. I have to apologize because I'm just kind of giving you guys all this information, and I'm very enthused about this topic, so I'm just trying to give it to you all. And I did write it down, but I'm like going off at the top of my head right now, so don't mind me. If I do miss anything, I'll go back and check, but I'm going off and just talking and tell you guys exactly what I remember. So at the end of the night, okay, so I know I told you guys how I moisturize my hair, so that's exactly what I do. Take off my wig, moisturize my hair like I told you previously, a few seconds ago, a minute ago, whatever, and then I'll put a bonnet on. So with a bonnet or a scarf, whatever I have. Sometimes I'll lose my bonnet, sometimes I lose my scarf. So whatever I have multiple. That way, if I do lose one, I always have another one. I don't sleep. I never slept on a whole year straight without sleep. I never slept without my bonnet or my scarf. I always have something in my hair protecting my hair. I don't have a satin pillowcase. So if you do have that, you can skip out on the bonnets and everything. I just personally always wore a bonnet or a scarf in my hair, and I did that for 1 year straight. Like just every single day. I did not miss. Every single night I would put a bonnet or a scarf on my head. I did not miss a night. I was so consistent, guys. I was not playing. And that's how you're gonna see most results. When you're consistent and dedicated and you don't play, you're gonna get the results. Like that's just everything in life. You have to be consistent, dedicated in order to get what you want. You know, you have a goal, you can achieve those goals if you take those steps and apply it and do them. So when it came to trimming, I would only trim when I noticed like signs of dry hair, limpness in my hair, or just looks my ends look drier than usual. And same thing with protein. Like if I felt like my hair needed protein, and you need to know the signs. Like you'll need to know like when you need to understand your hair. That's the only way I can like kind of like tell you guys how to know when you're protein. I can give you some signs like your hair feels like very stringy, it feels more limp, it looks drier, it's very frizzy, it feels just like weighed down, just looks limp, lifeless. You just know you're supposed to know your hair. Like you're supposed to know the rest of your body. Like you know when you're sick. You know you have to know when your hair is like calling for help. You know, so I know when my hair looks just not normal. Even hairstyles don't come out right no more. These are signs that you may need to fix something. So sometimes I'll do protein treatment, and I use the Apogee. I love Apogee protein treatment. And I'll do that. Like it's very rare that I need to do it, but I do it here and there. I will know when my hair needs it. So that's that. But as far as trimming, I'll look at my ends. I will like analyze my ends every month when I take down my hair to see how my it's reacting to the products I'm using. When I'm washing it, is it more tangly? That's another sign if your hair needs to be trimmed, if it's really tangly. So that's another, if your hair feels mushy, that's another sign if your hair needs protein. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, guys. But things keep coming into my brain when I'm like talking to you. So I'm trying to move on to the next thing, and my brain's like, oh, don't forget to mention this. So I'm trying to make sure I give you all the information. So those are signs that you can know if your hair needs a trim or if your hair needs some protein. So when my hair feels like, I just feel my hair, like just feel at the ends and see, I'm just checking it out, looking for split ends, a lot for ends, and it feels like just blah, then I know I need a trim. And this is very rare because I do take good care of my ends. Like, you can cut down how much you trim and how often you trim if you really take care of your ends. Like, if you, I'm sorry, I'm running my hands through my hair. That's just, okay. You really could cut back on a lot of that stuff if you really take care of your hands. You moisturize it and make sure it's that products that your hair works well with. That's another thing. Like, people just be throwing things in their hair and it's like, oh, it's not working. And my hair, I'm gonna trim my hair. That's because you're using products on your hair that doesn't work, and now your hair is dry at the ends and you're not paying attention, so now you have to cut it. So that's one thing. You want to make sure that these products are working, your hair are moisturized, and that's how you know it's working. That way you know, like, okay, my hair is moisturized, my ends are staying moisturized. If I'm consistent with this, I will have more results in the long run. So my hair just feeling like any of that, I'll go ahead and trim it. I don't waste no time. I don't wait till next week. I don't wait till next month. I'll go ahead and trim it. So I'll trim my hair at the end of the month, right before I braid it up to put on my synthetic wig for the next month. I don't trim it like midway. I don't take out the braids. I don't look at my ends midway. I do this all at the end of the month when my hair is out. When I get my full analysis, okay? Like, I get a full plug, touch, feel, and just analysis of it all. Okay, I have a nugget for you guys. So when you're braiding down your hair, make sure you do not connect the braids. Like, when my mom connects it like straight across, some people like go up and down, whatever. And you can do that if you want, but I feel like, in my honest opinion, I don't like that, because I feel like when you intertwining the braids all together, you may have ends in those braids that you may not be able to get to as far as moisturizing go. So just don't connect it. Well, I suggest don't connect it, because then you can focus on like the braids individually, especially the ends, and like curl the ends of like the cream and oil, and really focus more on it instead of like trying to just spray it, because I feel like just slightly missing it. Your ends are the most extremely fragile, most important part of your hair, because they're like more prone to breakage and being drier, because they're the most dead ends. Like, they're the deadest part of your hair. So you want to make sure that you are taking care of it and you're focusing more on it than like the rest of your hair. This is all fresh and new. Like, it can survive off like just a little mist and like a little slathering of cream and everything. But your ends, you really want to focus on it, but you can't really focus on it if it's like braided into the big old braid that you got right here. Like, it's intertwined and it's gonna be hard to reach it, which means that your hair will be drier, which means eventually you're gonna have to cut it off. And that's what we're trying to prevent. Trying to prevent as much haircuts as we can, okay? Hair trims as we can, okay? And no, I'm not saying that it's inevitable, but I'm saying that you can probably limit it as much as you can with constant moisturizing of the ends of your hair. So just make sure that you're paying attention and keeping those things in mind. So that is my little nugget for you guys. The last thing is, I drink a lot of water. I eat pretty good. I eat lots of fruits throughout the day, and I eat vegetables. So that's another thing. Like, if your diet just doesn't match up, that can affect your hair overall. That's your hair health and your body health as well. So make sure you're taking care of yourself inside and out, not just applying products and just take care of your hair. Also focus on what you're putting inside of your body internally, because that will affect what you're going out of your hair and how your hair grows and how healthy your hair is. So make sure you are paying attention and being aware of these things, because these are really important. I want to make sure you guys get as much growth as you can, because that's why I'm here. I want to make sure the girls get a lot of hair growth. That's what my channel is about. I want to make sure that the girls are growing their hair, and the geysers. The girls and the geysers are growing out their hair. They're getting as much hair growth as they can possibly have. And I just want everyone to just flourish and just have beautiful hair that everyone desires. But if you're not taking care of it, don't know how to take care of it, you're not going to really see good results, because the health of your hair is deteriorating. So you want to make sure that you're tackling hair at all angles and make sure that you give it the best shot you can, because it's super important. And some people are asking me about vitamins. I did take some vitamins here and there, biotin, but I was very inconsistent with it. Some days I take it, some days I wouldn't, and it was really hard to be consistent, because I've never really taken vitamins. When I grew my hair waistline, this a few years ago, and I wasn't really taking pills like that. I tried biotin because I heard about it, but you're not really used to taking pills with that. You're not gonna be consistent with any like pills and stuff like that. And I didn't really need to take like multivitamins and all these extra vitamins, so I wasn't really consistent with biotin. And I always said like biotin will really grow your hair faster. I don't know, but I was never really consistent with biotin, so that's that. It was hard. I wanted to be, because I wanted to make sure I can like just hit everything, hit all angles, and make sure I'm not missing out on any opportunities. I did try, but it was really hard sticking to it. I was more routine based, just hands-on with hair versus like consuming a pill. That's really hard. That's all the tips I have for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more hair content, more hair tips, more hair everything. Period. Bye, my faves. So here's my hair in a bun. This is like no sock in there, it's just all natural. This is my hair stretched out, just seeing how long it is. You see it's a waist length here. This is the length in the front. This is a picture from like the back, and this is another waist length picture, like length check. Here's my hair curly. This is going really fast. I'm trying to speak fast. Another hair picture of my hair curly. Another one just to show you guys that I do have hang time, and this is not fake. It's not a facade. It's real life, real hair, real natural, like all me. And this is my hair also after a nice trim. This is an old photo when I was like grazing waist length photo here. This is grazing waist length, and this is my hair blow dried.